All right. Just give me a minute trying to make sure everything's set up. Okay. So we are good. All right. Hey, what's going on? James here. So this will be my final August pack prediction. I know I've been saying I expect it to come out I want to say like what's today? Friday. Should have released Wednesday and Thursday. So I really wasn't thinking. We just had a pack release, and I'm pretty sure they want to sell the pack, so they probably wasn't going to be like, "Hey, we just released this pack," and then like a few days later, it's like, "Let's announce August pack," and then people would be like, "Oh, well, if that's coming in August pack, then I'm just not going to spend my gems on this pack." So I'm pretty sure, as a business decision, they released the pack that recently just came out, and they were sitting there saying like, "Oh, okay, let it sit there for 5 days." And then like after 5 days, we'll announce August pack, which will be next week. So I do expect the announcement of the next pack for next week tonight. It's been 5 days since the pack just came out, the one with the Pumpkin King and everything else. It's been sitting there for 5 days. So I definitely expect tomorrow early in the morning, probably like 1 or 2, they're probably gonna announce the next pack. Could be 3 days until Tuesday. So I just wanted to go ahead and do a August pack. This is my final August pack prediction, but I definitely believe tonight we'll definitely see what's coming. So I was like, let me go ahead and do one last time. So clearly we already know mostly what's coming. We might well go ahead and put it in. But first, I was trying to guess um what we was going to get. I really predicted Power Patron. Of course, we're gonna get Dark Lord. Of course, we're gonna get Forbidden Crown. Um I was trying to figure out what's the rest of the other cards we could get. So what I was thinking about, I was like, Konami really does things weird. Like they really add random card that you really don't expect. Like recently, the new pack we just got out, no one expected to get the rest of the canine card, the ultimate. Well, let me go to it since we already here. Which one did it? Yeah, that one. No one really expected I knew we was missing it, but no one really expected us to sit there and get a Canine Ripper in this random pack. It was just random that threw that in there. Same thing with Draco Tail. Draco Tail Canines were missing their final cards. They finally just said, hey, let's go ahead and just put it out there. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know what pack. I thought it would be in this pack that's supposed to come out next week, but it was like, hey, let's go ahead and push it out. They gave us that. They also gave us Yummy's final trap card, Assist Yummy. Um, Rescue Ace still has support cards we're missing. They were like, let's go ahead and put in Rescue Ace for hire, has support card they're missing. They said, let's go ahead and put that in there. Um, so like I said, they really just like kind of throw things in there at the end of the day. So it was kind of hard to try to predict everything they're gonna put in this pack. We know the main cards are gonna be Power Patron and Dark Lord and Forbidden Droplet, which is part of the Dark Lord cards anyway. So we knew that was coming. And I was thinking, I said, okay, what else could they be adding to this deck? At first, I thought they was going to add Red Dragon Archfiend support. But then when I looked at it, I said, well, we're going to get an event 2 days later after the pack release. And it's going to be a Fusion Legend of Mythology event. And I'm just being honest, I'm like burnt out on Fusion. Like we literally just had a Fusion XYZ event, and I'm just burnt out on Fusion. I just honestly like I know a lot of people like Fusion, but I just not interested in Fusion. Like it's just so plain. Like honestly, XYZ, Synchro, Link, at least like there's things you can do combo wise, and like Teller Knights, like how high you have to be a good pilot to play Teller Knights to get 7 materials to a monster and everything else. Even though it's annoying that they skip your turn, it's still interesting to see what they do. Link wise or whatever case, link climbing, so they like get a Link 6 monster or stuff like that. Synchro's fun as well, especially if you're going against like a junk speeder deck and stuff like that. I know it's like annoying to go against and stuff, but Fusion is just like so plain. And maybe I just burned out because we had to deal with Predator Plant. Then we literally just got what did we just got released? Branded's alone, grinded out deck and everything else. Feel like they're really just pushing Fusion on us. And honestly, the reason they pushing Fusion on us is because Dark Lord is coming and because Archmage is a Fusion deck. So like I said, in the Fusion Cup, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Archmage as a loner deck. We're gonna get Dark Lord as a loner deck. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have super poly and stuff like that. But honestly and truthfully, like we should have got a this should have been a dice event, like honestly, where people could just play multiple things. But back to back fusion cups, just like it just I'm just burnt out on fusion right now. Like I know people are sick and tired of not F no kill tune, which I completely understand. But like fusion wise, like Predator Plant was a fun deck. It wasn't like a just a meta breaking deck, but Predator Plant definitely was a fun deck. Um, I won some duels with it and everything else, especially since I got this thing royal. But other than that, like Predator Plant was like a really fun deck, but a lot of people say it really wasn't gonna be that great. And it's really not. Like I said, if you get Joel and Lockbird, you pretty much like skip your turn. But I feel like they still maybe didn't sell a lot of packs with Predator Plant, so they just still trying to force it. This may be the third loner deck that they put in that event and stuff like that. Because I don't see anything else. Well, there is another deck that could come out, which I'm thinking, but I'm not for sure. But I don't know. Maybe they just didn't sell Predator Plant really well, or they still trying to push it and everything else. But Predator Plant's like it's a good event deck, but other than that, it's like it's not something just like you can sit there and be like, oh yeah, Predator Plant's gonna be like a top row deck. I don't think so. Like if this gets imperm, like you pretty much stuck. It's nice you can get super poly. You got ways to add super poly to your hand and stuff like that. That's nice. But other than that, like, Predator Plant really never really was like an intimidating deck and stuff like that. But it's a fun deck, but like honestly, just like truth, I'm just burnt out on Fusion. Like I really am, especially the last event, Fusion XYZ. I just really burnt out on it. So I really wish this was a dice event, honestly. Besides it being like Fusion and Anthology. Anthology is okay. Like Anthology, like you just play old school cards like Ray Raptor and Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and stuff like that. But I really wish this was a dice event. But anyway, we're here to talk about what's next. And this may signal what's the other cards that's supposed to come with this. So we know for a fact Dark Lord and Power Patron's coming, but we don't know what else is coming. So I actually looked up, I did some research, and I want to see, this is going all the way back to December. How many, when the archetype is the theme of the pack, how many ultra rare does it get? So this is going back to December. This is when we got Elf Note, well not Elf Note, sorry, Archmage. And Archmage was the theme of the pack. It was Archmage and Draco Tail. So I was asking myself, like, okay, so Dark Lord and Power Patron probably gonna be the theme of the pack coming up next week. So how many ultra rare cards will they get? So I was thinking, let's go back and see. Let's see the timeline of what Master Duel does and see if we can figure out. So when it came to Archmage, it had 1, 2, 3, 4. So they got 4 ultra rare. That's the thing. Then it came to Draco Tail. Draco Tail had 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know the main theme of the deck is going to have 4 ultra rares. Also, they also threw in like the man with the mark. He only had like 1, 2. And also they threw in, I don't know if this is actually part of Draco Tail or whatever the case may be, but they actually drew that. That's a new. Then they just threw in 2. Then they just threw in 2 extra cards, like which you already had was that one. They came out in 2022. They came out in 2024. So when we look at this, how many cards come in a new pack? 1, that's 2, that's 4, 5, which came out? It came out 26, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when we look at it, we can expect 11 cards coming out the new pack. So we got to figure out that out. So then we look at the next pack that came out. It was the one with Yami and DDD. So was Yami, now this is the crazy part because it shows how inconsistent they are. Yami was the main theme of this pack. So Yami had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ultra rares. When you look at Draco Tail had 4, you look at Archmage had 4. So when we look at it, it's really hard to predict how they're gonna play. It just depends on like how much support they want to go ahead and give it to us and everything else and like that. Because Yummy had 5 when Draco Tail Archmage had like 4. And then like you see DDD was also part of the pack, but DDD only had like 2 cards and stuff like that. Yeah, this is an old card, but it's just a filler, put it like that, really a filler. So that's the only filler they had. The rest of these are actually new cards that we haven't had. So taking this out or anything else, so let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically 12 cards in this pack when there was like 11 in this one. So we can go from 11 to 12. Just depends on how they want to hand it to us. So this was in January. So this is in February where we had K9 and we had like K9 was the main thing. So how many card ultra rare did K9 has? K9 had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 5 ultra rare cards. So it just depends on what, like I said, it's just equal or whatever the case, how they feel. We did have Vanquish Soul. Vanquish Soul only had 2 cards, but one of them was old, so they only had 1 ultra rare. Then they tried to push the Dragon Link, which only had like 1. They had 2 actually, so 2 Dragon Link cards was 2. Then the Yusei deck, the Junk Warrior, which is 1, 2, so I only had like 2. So like I said, K9 took most of the pack up with 5 ultra rare cards. So they had like 1, 2. So the total amount was 1, 2. That's 2, 4, 6. Let's see, 8, 10, 12, 13. That's at 13 in this pack. So 13 cards in this pack more than anything else. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 2 new ones. So that's 12. And that's 13. So yeah, like I said, it's like 11, 12, 13. So whatever case may be. So it's just really hard to predict how they're going to do and how much they're going to give us. So then we look at March. Doomsday, my favorite deck, which I'm going to play next week, Tuesday. I'm going to play early in the morning. So definitely subscribe because I will be waking up early in the morning playing ranked games with Doomsday, getting into Masters. Was Doomsday the main theme of the deck, honestly, at the end of the day? Probably not, because how many Doomsday cards we get? 1, 2, 3. So only 3 new Doomsday cards, okay. Then we also had Radiant Typhoon, which also was a good deck. So how many cards for Radiant Typhoon? 1, 2. So it's only like 2. So this really wasn't a pack that really was based around themes or whatever. It was just like, hey, let's just go ahead and like put in like what 3 Doomsday cards. Also, we're doing Assault mode. Also, we're doing Radiant Typhoon. So Radiant Typhoon had 1. This doesn't count as Radiant Typhoon. So it had like 1, 2, 3, just like Doomsday, 1, 2, 3. Then you just fill it in with like Crimson Blade Assault mode. And then we also got the Dominant Spiral. So just like I said, it just varies and randoms what you get and stuff like that also. So that was just in March. So then we look at April. This is when Kill Tune came out. Kill Tune was the theme of this pack. So how many cards did Kill Tune have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So just basically 4 cards for Kill Tune because they didn't sit there. Even though they gave us full Kill Tune support, they only just gave us like 4 ultra rare cards to mess with. I feel like that should have been ultra rare, but it's fine, whatever. Then you can sit there and say this is part of Kill Tune, and it's really not. Like any synchro deck can make it, whatever case may be. So Kill Tune was the theme of the pack, and we only got 4 ultra rares. So that was in April. Then we come to May, which was F Note. F Note definitely was a theme of the pack. So F Note got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, F Note still had 4 at the end of the day. Then you had like Art Mage. Then you have Heck of Hands. Then you have Exo Sister. Then you had Dragoonity and stuff like that. So basically, the theme of the pack was still like 4 cards and stuff, everything else. So we look at that in May. So then we also look at this in June. That really in June, it was a mix of everything, whatever the case may be. That's when Intercraft came. That's when the branded card came. That's when like Archfiend only had 2 cards and stuff like that. Following the White Dragon. It's just a mix of whatever the case may be. So then this is the final. Well, this is the pack we just got this month. Same thing. It's just a mix of a whole bunch of stuff at the end of the day. But let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 12, 13. So 13 cards in this pack, more than anything else. But how many new cards we get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 11 seems like 11 is the base number for new cards that's coming to Master Duel. So when we look at it, we need to get 11 cards, new cards that we think is going to be the next week pack. So we already know Power Patron is coming. So what 11 cards? We know the Pendulum Monsters are definitely going to be ultra rare, ultra rare, ultra rare, and where's the last one? Ultra rare. So we definitely know these 3 would definitely be ultra rare. So we already got 3. I was thinking this would be ultra rare. Where you at? but it's a really good card. But honestly, it's really hard to summon for one, and two, it can easily be negated by Imperm or Forbidden Droplet, or also Forbidden Crown, which we're gonna get as well. Forbidden Crown gonna be a pain in the ass, honestly, when we deal with it. Um, like I said, honestly, at the end of the day, its second effect is it's just like it's. I feel like I thought this would be ultra rare, but I don't think it's gonna be ultra rare. I just don't. I thought this would affect like destroy this card also for the rest of the turn. Power patron monster you control whose original level 12 gain 5,000 attack. This is the only power patron card that's level 12. That's what's funny about this. Like its own effect to use for itself because this is the only power patron card that's level 12. No other power patron card is level 12 at all. Like even our XYZ monster like Fusion, that's 10, that's 10, that's 10. So it's a original like level 12. Like use this effect for itself. So that's the thing about it. So I don't think this is gonna be ultra rare, honestly, because if you ever do play this, you're gonna have to run two of them because its only effect is power patron monster controls the level of 12. So basically using the effect on itself. So if you ever want to use this, you're gonna have to run two of these. You really gonna have to run two of these if you ever use this. So I don't think that's gonna be ultra rare. The field spell is you can reveal one power patron monster in your extra deck, banish face down one card from hand, then add to your hand, or special summon one monster from your deck that mentions that reveal monster's name, except in its except it is in its once return restriction clause. This is definitely an extender because if you're definitely playing Elf No, Doom Z, or Archmage, the field spell, like if you like normal summon a monster and they Imperm or Ash Blossom it, you can definitely play the field spell, and the field spell is special summon an Elf No monster to your field, or a Doom Z monster to your field, or Archmage monster. I believe the field spell would be ultra rare. I believe the field spell would be ultra rare. Also, you can only use the effect of Plunder, Power Patron, Plane once per turn. Monsters your opponent controls loses 100 attack for each banished card. Okay. And this is the thing that I feel like gonna make it ultra rare. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of cards in the graveyard, not monster cards, in the graveyard while you control Nerva the Power Patron, Jupiter the Power Patron, and Gerona the Power Patron tuning. So whenever you have one of these on the field, Nerva, Gerona, and Jupiter, they can't activate any cards in their graveyard. With that being said, this is why I feel like this is going to be ultra rare. So I definitely feel like I said, using the main theme pack, get 4 cards that's ultra rare. I know these would be ultra rare because all 3 decks can use them. Doom Z needs 3 of these. Archmage needs 3 of these. Elf No can run like 1 or 2 of these if they want to, but still, mostly just run 1. But these definitely going to be running 3 and 3. So I definitely believe these are the 4 cards that can become ultra rare when the pack release. I definitely believe the field spell will definitely be ultra rare. Um, I thought this would be ultra rare, but I think this probably be like super rare because honestly, it's like this card is only good if you like get the rest of the power patron cards, which we won't have them for a while. I know a lot of people think we're probably gonna get the Link monster, but I just don't think we're gonna get the Link monster at all. Um, because I also think a lot of people also expecting this. Um, which one is? Yeah, they think this is coming, which it may come or not. I wouldn't be. I'll be surprised if it did because only reason I think this is good because of the last effect. You can banish a card from your graveyard, then target one fusion, synchro, or XYZ monster in your graveyard. Special summon it to your zone a link monster points to. And when you look at Elf Note, Doom Z, and Archmage, like we don't run link monsters. I mean, yeah, you can play like SP Little Knight, but that's like a last resort type thing. That's really the only link monster you actually run in Archmage, Doom Z, and Elf Note if your opponent negates you or whatever the case may be. But other than that, and it like points to and it's going sideways, so we really can't even use SP Little Knight. So at the end of the day, like this is definitely a starter for all 3 of them, but you need a link monster that points to, and that's why I said at the end of the day, if we're gonna get this card, then we need to get this one as well. Because this is the only way we can get that spell card if we get the Purification Power Patron and Link Monster. That's the only way we'll get this card if we get this in this pack. Because there's no point in you giving us this card if we can't use the last effect. Like you might as well just save it until we get this. That's just what I think. That's what I think they should do as well. It's just wait and like when we get this card, that's when I believe this card will come. It's a good starter for all three decks, but like I said, I just feel like the last effect is useless, and I feel like it'd be a lot better if we get this card with this card. So they may give us this card. Who knows? I highly doubt it, but Konami does weird things. So at the end of the day, but other than that, I feel like these are the four cards we will get with Power Patron. That's ultra rare. So down we look at Doomsday. Not Doomsday, sorry. Now we look at Dark Lord. Dark Lord. So we already know for a fact. I might well put it in there. Forbidden Crown, we already know it's going to be ultra rare. We already know that. That's what people are mostly waiting for and stuff like that. We know Dark Lord Fusion Monster is going to be ultra rare. We know that already. So when I look at Dark Lord, I try to figure out what other card could be ultra rare that we're going to get. This is actually a good starter for the card. If the card normal special summon, you can special summon one Dark Lord monster from your deck in defense position. This is actually really good. I believe this could be ultra rare. You cannot special summon. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Dark Lord card or Forbidden Quick Play spell in your graveyard and add it to your hand. That's literally not a bad card. I definitely believe this is one of the new Dark. I definitely believe that would be ultra rare, because it allows you to sit there and add Forbidden Droplet, and you can add Forbidden Crown from your graveyard back to your hand. And I still, like I said, we're gonna get the fusion event. We're gonna have the fusion event, the fusion cup. So I definitely believe at the end of the day, they definitely want to push Dark Lord. You know, Dark Lord is cheeks, and I don't want to like crap on people's favorite decks, but Dark Lord is not that good, man. Like it's just not. Like I understand a lot of people like waiting for Dark Lord. Like I've been waiting for the Dark Lord support and everything else. I've been waiting for so long and blah and everything else. And I understand, like a lot of people, their favorite decks people like and everything else. But just being real, it's just at the end of the day, we go by OCG. That's what Master Duel go by. Nobody plays this in OCG. Nobody plays this card deck in OCG. In TCG they do, but it's in Genesis. Somebody did in a World Championship got third, first place, but in Genesis, everything else, that's TCG. It's different. We don't go by TCG. We go by OCG, and nobody plays Dark Lord. So let me maybe look at the let me try this monster and see. No, this is the oldest card. Nobody still plays it. So we're gonna try the other fusion monster and see. Nobody plays in OCG. Nobody plays it. TCG, I'm pretty sure, yeah. TCG is still Genesis. People got this or whatever, but like I said, we go by OCG. Nobody plays Dark Lord. I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't want to shit on people with decks, but let's just be real. Even in Master Duel, I still feel like Dark Lord would not be that good, honestly, because it's a high level monsters. Honestly, it's just you have to have your spell and trap cards in the graveyard, because that's how most of the monsters effect activate. So how you gonna get your trap cards and spell cards in the graveyard? So it's just like I said, it's just, and then also the thing also about it is that to activate these cards, you got to send Dark Lord monsters from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Like that's the problem. So not only all these trap cards and everything else, you got to send a Dark Lord monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. That's the problem. And most of the fusion monster only activate by what? You can set one Dark Lord spell and one Dark Lord trap from your deck. Okay, you set one Dark Lord spell and trap from your deck. Send one Dark Lord monster from your hand. So basically, your hand always had to have a Dark Lord monster in it. But the thing about it is, you have to send it to the graveyard. So you don't have any room for hand traps or anything else like that. So that's the problem I see with Dark Lord, is that you really have to have, most of your whole deck has to be Dark Lord monsters. And that's the problem that I sit there and say at the end of the day, with Dark Lord, it's just gonna be difficult and everything else. So, but anyway, I definitely believe this will definitely be ultra rare. Forbidden Crown's ultra rare. This is ultra rare. So we got what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 4 more cards to figure out what's gonna come. So then I was thinking, I thought Red Dragon Archfiend was gonna be also in this pack, because I feel like we were gonna get this. But then I got to thinking today, I was like, you know what? Something's off. If they wanted us to play Red Dragon Archfiend, they wouldn't sit there and gave us the Fusion Cup event and Legend of Anthology. So I was like, ain't no way they're giving us Red Dragon Archfiend. Like, why would they give us a card that we can't use? Now, granted, though, at the end of the day, You know, we still can't play Doomsday, it's XYZ. Still can't play Elf Note because it's Synchro. They just really want to push Archmage. Archmage is definitely the main theme of the all three of them. So definitely Archmage. But I was like, maybe they don't want us to play Red Dragon Archfiend. Maybe it's not coming out this month. We do have a Fusion Event Anthology. So I'm thinking like, what other card could we get that goes with the Fusion Event and Anthology? Because Anthology is about you playing old school cards like Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, like I said, Ray Raptor, Rika, which I'm gonna play. Like I said, it allows you to just play old school cards and stuff like that. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, you have a Fusion Event and Legend Anthology, so we have to play old cards. And sometimes Legend Anthology allow you to play like newer cards. It just depends on the deck or whatever. So I was like, there is another archetype that we're supposed to get that we haven't gotten yet. And I said it pretty much makes sense because this probably seems like it's a fusion deck and everything else. Guard Mage is fusion or whatever the case may be. I literally told myself maybe we're gonna get the rest of the Shadal cards is this one. Because Shadal has 3 new cards as well. Shadal is fusion. It's an old school deck. So Shadal has 3 cards that we haven't gotten yet. This is definitely going to be ultra rare. The spell card, continuous spell. When this card is activated, send 1 fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Then you contribute 1 fusion monster, special summon 1 Shadal fusion monster with a different attribute from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon, but its attack becomes 0. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. Also, you cannot spell something from extra deck to turn activate either of these cards effect except Shadal monsters. That's also a new spell card that could be also be ultra rare. And then they have a monster as well. I forgot which one was it. It would be this one. This is their new monster. Flip, you can target one non-rock Shadal monster in your graveyard. Applies effect that activates when it's flipped face up. If this card is sent to graveyard by card effect, except during the damage step, you can fusion summon 1 Shadal fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your hand, field, and or graveyard. Okay. So, like I said, this card is sent to graveyard. So basically, if I use Shadal fusion and I send this card to the graveyard, even if I play on Foolish Burial, it said if this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can fusion summon by banishing material from hand, field, or graveyard. Okay, you cannot spend summon X deck to turn activate Shadal monster. You can only use this. So basically, this could be ultra rare because, like I said, you can play like Foolish Burial. Because most cards like, oh, gotta be sent from the field to the graveyard and stuff like that. I can play Foolish Burial, send it to the graveyard, and this allows me to fusion summon a monster in my hand at the end of the day. And Shadal has cards that allow you to send monsters from your deck to the hand, from the graveyard, well, from your deck to the graveyard. You know, I haven't played Shadal in a while, but still. Which one was? Send one what's like one of these? You can target one Shadal, nope. Target one monster. If this card sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 Shadal card from your deck to the graveyard, except Shadal. So if I send this to the graveyard, then I can sit there and send. If I send this to the graveyard, then this goes to the graveyard, then I can fusion summon, whatever the case may be, which was this one. Must be fusion unaffected by your opponent's activated spells / trap effects and the activated effects of your opponent's monster who original level ranks are lower than this card's level. Oh shit. So unless you have something that's higher than level 10 that activates effects, yeah, and its rank, XYZ, which I really like. It said levels and ranks. So, like I said, it's really good. Once per turn, you can pay 800 life points, add 1 Shadal card or 1 void spell trap from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to graveyard, expect 1 Shadal monster from your graveyard. Okay. So void or you can add 1 Shadal spell or that. So yeah, like I said, you can add this. And Shadal is actually not a bad deck, especially when it's summoned this fucking Wyndham. Sorry, I shouldn't cuss. Wyndham. Everybody hates this card. Each player only spells summon once per turn while the card is face up on the field. Can't be destroyed, like cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. You can imperm it and stuff like that, so you'd be fine, but still, you know, everything else. So I thought since we have a fusion and anthology event, I was like, you know what? We probably will get Shadal. I feel like we will get Shadal in this pack, besides Red Dragon Archfiend. I definitely believe we'll get Shadal. So that leads us to what? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need what? Now, usually in a pack, they always throw in like an old card or whatever case may be. Like it's just like a, you know, for example, they You know, for example, they'll sit there and just throw in like a old filler card and stuff like that. So I don't know what other filler card they can throw in. They could throw in Medius if they wanted to. Um, they could throw in Medius to Pure if they felt like it or whatever, but I highly doubt they will. Um, there's really no telling what else they could do, honestly, at the end of the day. Like I said, they could go to 12. Honestly, this may not be ultra rare. We can take this out at the same time, or the spell card may not be ultra rare neither. So we took out the spell card, would still be what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we need 2 more. Let's just say, for example, a spell card wasn't ultra rare. So we got like what, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need 2 more cards to fill this up. One of them would be a filler. So what's the other card they could add at the end of the day? So there's like plenty options. They could do the Solomon. They could do this continuous Solomon acquisition trap card. Little Sky Striker gonna hate this crap. They could put that one in there. Like I said, what is that card? What is that card? Sheesh. Arma. Yeah, I gotta find out. Yeah, they could add this card into the World Ruler, which I said, which is something we should have as well. This is something I will sit there and say Mr. Rugi can use, Voice's voice can use. You know, stuff like this is something they could also add. So that's what. But like I said, at the same time, we need a card that's like a filler. So they may do 12. They also do 12 or whatever. It just depends on how they feel on how to do things. You can also play this because at the end of the day, it definitely goes with Demise, Supreme King, Armageddon, and we do have an anthology event where you do play old school decks. So this actually would be a good opportunity for them to add into the World Ruler. So that could come in this pack because we do have the anthology event. So we could get this as well. I don't know if they would give us Solomon acquisition because I feel like if you look at this deck, like honestly, like they could give us this trap card to counter for Ben Crown. That would be a good counter for it because everybody's gonna run it more than anything else. So that makes what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whatever case be 10, 11. So we definitely need a filler card, but honestly, I'm feeling good about this pack prediction. I think Shadal probably would be the next card because we do have a fusion event. So I definitely feel like Shadal would definitely be coming. Fusion event, it makes sense. It's something we've been waiting for. I wouldn't know the theme pack or whatever case may be. We definitely got Dark Lord. We definitely got 4 of the Power Patron cards and everything else. Like I said, everything else like Dark Lord, we got 3 of those. We got the Fusion Monster for being crowned. I definitely feel like this is definitely ultra rare. Shadal, you can do the monster card, you can do the fusion card, do a spell card, doesn't matter. Solomon acquisition, because we're getting Forbidden Crown, Konami's like, you know what, we know this is gonna be ramped up, so let's go ahead and get them a track card that can counter it. So that's not bad. Like I said, you can play Imperm face down. If you go in second, or whatever the case may be, you can play Imperm face down, then set this face down, and then if your opponent play Forbidden Crown, you can sit there and activate it, whatever the case may be. Then your opponent banned our card for hand and deck with a central name that's as banished card. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we got this because I definitely feel like this counters Forbidden Crown. And Sky Striker going to hate this shit. I'm definitely going to, like, I honestly think when this kind of Master Duel, you're probably going to see less Sky Striker. But like I said, more than anything else, especially if you go first, like I definitely see Sky Striker going. Now, speaking of Sky Striker, Konami, where is this card at? Sky Striker missing 1 card, which would be this. I know it's not like meta defying, like boost the, like push the deck over or whatever, but you know, we've been waiting on this card for a while. During the battle phase, you can discard this card, target 1 Sky Striker monster on the field against 1500 attack until the end of its turn, which is nice. Cause like I said, if you the combo you can play with it is definitely where is it at? You can always special Sky Striker A0. You can also use the quick play spell if I can freaking find it. Yeah, this one. You got thing, everything else. So basically, I don't get 1,000 attack and 1,500. So what? That'd be what? 3,000, 4,500 attack points, like whatever case may be. So that's actually not bad. You can target 1 Sky Striker link monster you control, equip it this card to as a quick spell, gives it 1,500 attack. So I mean, like it's a good thing for Sky Striker. I mean, we may get this. Who knows? Like I said, I didn't expect to get K9 this pack or whatever, but still. So anyway. That's why I kind of predict that's gonna probably come out. We're gonna get information on it tonight. Like I said, it's been 5 days since the pack release, so they probably let it settle, like let people spend their gems, get this and get that. So now they're like, okay, it's been 5 days. Now let's release the info on the next pack. I definitely feel like these are the cards that's coming based on the events that's coming up, like Fusion and Anthology. Anthology goes with Dark World. Um, Solomon Trap, the Solomon card, the counter for Forbidden Crown. I mean, it's a good counter for it. I definitely believe that. That'd be a good. I would definitely put this in this pack. If I work for Konami, I would definitely put this in a pack, knowing Forbidden Crown is going to get shot up a lot. I would definitely put it there. I would definitely add it to this pack just to keep Forbidden Crown in check. I mean, it just makes sense to do it, honestly. Shadal Fusion Monster, which it could be played in Anthology and in the Fusion event. You know, I'm sick and tired of Fusion. Dark Lord, I mean, I understand people like Dark Lord. Like I said, Dark Lord is still cheeks, honestly, but whatever. Like I said, that's kind of what I forget. And also, we're gonna get a filler in here, whatever the case may be. So they just throw in whatever they want to throw in. But yeah, this is it. I'm probably gonna take a screenshot and post on my YouTube channel and be like, okay, let's see if I was right or wrong, so we can look at that. But yeah, I'll probably say this. Yeah, pack prediction. We'll see if I was right or wrong, how far off I was. But anyway, I want to talk about Elf Note. And I didn't know if this was gonna. I forgot about this card. I said Doomsday and Elf Note has 2 cards coming. Well, they had 2 cards left in their arc. And I played the Elf Note. I played Elf Note today. I practiced on it here and play Elf Note deck. Elf Note is definitely gonna be tier 1. If they get this card, which I think I was gonna say gonna be ultra rare, but it could be super rare. Like I said, they could put this in here, replace something else with it, whatever the case may be, which you have to wait and see. Because they missing this trap card. Which trap card is actually nice too. This card definitely really nice for Elf Note. Like y'all gonna love this trap card. Elf Note missing this trap card and missing this. Doomsday missing the XYZ monster and missing this. So I definitely believe in this pack. They was like, hey, we giving y'all the first wave of Power Patron. Let's go ahead and give them Elf Note. Let's go ahead and finish off Doomsday. That's what I'm thinking they should do, honestly. But like I said, I thought this would be super rare, just like Killtoon Boss Monster is, because I didn't expect us to get it. But yeah, they gave it to us, and this is super rare. You know, it has a strong effect. I definitely feel like this would be super rare, but this card is like Elf Note is gonna be tier 1 when it comes out. It just is like this card is just like crazy because the simple fact that you can return the card to extra deck, and if you special summon 1 Elf Note monster each from your hand, deck, and graveyard, like it's literally crazy. At the end of the day, you can like everybody knows what Elf Note does and everything else. You know, you can swap this return level 6 lower monster for your opponent. Banish 1 random card from his hand. There we go with the banish shit again. We thought we were done with banishing cards from the hand with Killtoon getting hit, but no, we still have to deal with this now. So you still gonna get your card banished from your hand. Like I said, they still gonna play Cyframe Omega. So you might as well go ahead and get ready for that. So that's definitely coming. Where is it at? Yeah, Cyframe Omega's definitely gonna get played a lot because of Elf Note. So you might as well get ready to have 2 cards banished from your hand. Like I said, it's just gonna be annoying, but I definitely feel like Elf Note's gonna be a top tier deck. And the thing about it, why I say this Synchro Monster is crazy. If you literally, thanks to that Pendulum Monster, you can synchro summon this to the field, and you can sit there and like, okay, if you got this on the field and this on the field, like it's disgusting. Because honestly, like if your opponent special summon monsters, you can activate this effect, return it to the extra deck, special summon 3 F Note monsters, activate this card's effect. It's a quick effect. Monsters your opponent controls in the same column as the F Note monster you control cannot be used as material for fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link summon until the end of this turn. That's like crazy at the end of the day. Plus, you still got the trap cards. Negate a monster card on the field. You still got this trap card. You can negate a spell and trap card. Also, what's that card? What is that card name? That's another reason why I say Elf Note's gonna be top tier because of the new hand trap as well. Now I gotta think of it. I can never think of this fucking freaking card name. which is so irritating. I can never think of it. Yeah, FYD. That's why I couldn't think of it. FYD. Yeah, they're gonna have this as well. They're gonna have to deal with. So F Note definitely gonna be tier one. I love Doom Z, but I have to admit, when I played F Note and I tried it out, it was so much fun. The shot card's good because it allows you to summon a tuner monster, a token. But the thing about it is you can choose what level you want the token to be. But the thing about it, there's a catch. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except F Note monsters. This trap card literally helps you synchro summon to this on the first turn. Because what? This is level 10 and the F Note monsters are 6. So if I'm not mistaken, they're level 6, right? Yeah, level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can declare number 1 through 4. So you can literally make this on your first turn if you had a trap card face up. Like, so that's what I'm talking about. Like I just said at the end of the day, F Note is gonna be cracked, man. It's gonna be tier one, especially with this. Now, like F Note definitely gonna be tier one. So I don't know, they may not give us this, knowing how annoying F Note's gonna be, but F Note definitely gonna be tier one, honestly, at the end of the day. If we get this synchro monster. Like of all three archetypes, Art Mage, Doom Z, and F Note definitely tier one. It's gonna be tier one. I feel like of all three, it has the highest potential because of this. This honestly gives it the edge over Doom Z and Art Mage. Honestly, this card gives them an advantage over a lot of decks. Like it just does. This definitely gonna push Art Mage F Note to tier one. So like I said, it's gonna be annoying. It really is, honestly. And if you think honestly, if you destroy this card, like they can just bring it back with this. So at the end of the day, like, oh, I destroyed it. Well, guess what? They had this on the field. They can just bring it back and they can still activate its effect and special summon any other whatever they want. So they can special summon this if they want to. They can special summon their pendulum monster if they want to, and they can sit there and go into this, and they can negate all cards face up on the field. So like I said, it's just like honestly, just right out the rip, F Note's gonna be tier one. It just is. Even though I'm gonna play Doom Z all the way to Masters, I know I'm gonna face a lot of F Note, and it's gonna be difficult because of Frudralis. But everybody know what Frudralis does. Honestly, at the end of the day, whatever the case may be, we already know they're gonna have pack bit. We already know they're gonna have this on the field and stuff like that. We already know they can send Side Frame Overlord. They're gonna special summon Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon. They're gonna have this. They can go into Baron de Floor. So like I said, they can go into FA Dawn thing. Like I said, it's just honestly at the end of the day, looking at all that, F Note's gonna be tier one. It just is. So I'm just letting everybody know. I'm just letting everybody know now. F Note's tier one next week, Tuesday. You're gonna see in DK's tournament all the time. You go from Kill Tune Synchro Monster to another Synchro deck, which it really depends on F Note June Pride. If they release F Note June Pride, which I think they will, because like I said, we're only missing 2 cards from F Note, and this is a trap card, which would be normal rare, and then this will be ultra rare, super rare. It just depends. I guess it would be super rare, but you know they have to make money. They want people to play like the stronger deck and stuff like that. The artwork on this is sick, but other than that, honestly, yeah, I think F Note is gonna be tier one. Thanks to this, this pushes it over the edge. This definitely gonna push F Note over the edge. So might well get used to it, get ready for it. F Note to have another meta synchro monster and starts with F Note. So then we look at that, and then I looked at the ban list, and like usually when it comes to Konami, the ban list usually lets us know like what might be coming next month or whatever. Like they always try to stay a step ahead and stuff like that and everything else. I was curious on this one. I was like, Clipwire, I said, what uses this? Because I said, if you honestly look at the pack that's coming out, Power Patron doesn't use it. Dark Lord doesn't use it. Shadal, if you get that, doesn't use it. And I was like, okay, why would they unban this now? Like, what's like, is this a sign for something that's coming? A lot of people think like, okay, Rocket Link is like, this helps out Link, whatever. I'll say, yeah, but why now? And usually when you look at Master Duel ban list, it always sit there and gives you like an update on like what's coming and stuff like that. Usually, like you remember when Yummy comes? Well, before Yummy came, they banned Obedience School. Before Rizal came, they banished the level 4 XYZ monsters. Like they literally give you a hint to be like, okay, we're banishing these cards or limiting these cards now because we know what's coming. We want to stay a step ahead. Or maybe they'd be like, okay, this may sit there and, you know, this is a hint for what's coming. So in September or August, I thought Red Dragon Archfiend would come out this pack, but I don't think it is. But when I look at Red Dragon Archfiend, I was like, okay, they could say Red Dragon Archfiend for next month. So I was like, why is it Click Wyvern here then? So what's good? Everybody thinking like this and that. So I was like, okay, what else does this card be used for? And I looked it up, and most people using Rocket. So then I was like, okay, a lot of people using Rocket then. Okay. So that lets me know, I'm thinking to myself, Rocket does not, the next pack that we're going into does have the overframe cards. It has a Dark Magician overframe. It has the Dark, I think I can look it up. Yeah, there you go. We can look it up, honestly. Because the next pack is very, very interesting. That's when Master Duel is actually about to start really getting good. This card, we actually entering this pack, the Dark Magician cards, February 28th. This is something that we're probably going to get in September, October. So we will probably, because if you honestly think about it, and this was a sign tell too, on how they did this, Clearwing. This is literally overframe, but then they gave us this. Came to Master Duel in July. So they will give us the overframe card. They're not that, but they will sit there and say, okay, we're just gonna give you out a regular version, but we're not gonna give you out an overframe version of it. So they're not hesitant to sit there and give us like, oh, this card is overframed. Oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna give you out a regular version. So when you look at it from that perspective, what makes us think that they won't sit there and give us a new Dark Magician like this? Because that is the next pack that we're going into in September and October. We look at that. We also look at the spell card is this one. That's also came out in February. So we also look at stuff like that. So then I'll sit there like, okay, so Eclipse Wyvern. So I was like, you know what? Rocket. Rocket did get a new card. It's this one. Rocket Barrage, which also is an overframe card. And I'm like, okay. A lot of people do use Eclipse Wyvern in it, but they also play Red Dragon Archfiend in it as well. So I was like thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe if I'm guessing right, because this came out in March. Also, Yusei deck is also getting cards as well. Let me see. Junk Warrior. Oh yeah, the new Junk card. Where you at? Yeah, this one. Also will be probably coming out. I don't know when, but this is the next pack that we're going into. Junk Warrior also. Synchrons and everything else. People using F Note, people using Kill Tune, everything else, which is definitely gonna be known because Kill Tune gonna get a boost or whatever. Art Mage gonna get a boost. Oh, not Art Mage. F Note's gonna get a boost or whatever. So honestly, when you look at it, when you look at it from that perspective, that's the next pack that we're going into. I hate these ads. You can't even do something about this mess. They also have Yusei also has a new Stardust Dragon as well. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video like a call like too early pack prediction for September and August or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, but Stardust, like I said, we already got this one, but anyway, it'll be a lot faster. Stardust Dragon also has a new overframe card that recently just came out. This one. So I looked at Eclipse Wyvern. I'm like, okay, maybe next month, which I'm guessing, we will get Red Dragon Archfiend support next month. I believe this is coming. This is an overframe card. I believe this will probably come next month because it's like literally, you have to sit there and say, okay, Eclipse Wyvern for what? Maybe just sell tell sign for next month. So maybe Red Dragon Archfiend support is coming next month. Maybe Rocket. The overframe card for Rocket is coming out next month. Maybe because next month is September. The zodiac sign for next month was September is Dragon. So I mean, honestly, kind of makes sense that we got this early. So maybe it's a telltale sign that we're probably gonna get the Red Dragon Archfiend support card, and we're probably gonna get Rocket Barrage because that definitely helps out Link decks anyway. this definitely helps it out a lot. Saying you can send one Dark Dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard, except a level 5 monster. Special summon this card from your hand, except a level 5 monster. So you can send this to the graveyard. If this card sent to the graveyard, banish one level 7 higher light or Dark Dragon monster from your deck. So I mean, like I said, I just feel like the ban list probably gave us a hint on what's coming next month, probably. But I definitely believe Red Dragon Archfiend could be coming next month since they unbanned this. They could also give us Rocket Barrage, since also because also plays with a Click Wyvern. So like I said, it's just a thought and an idea, honestly. Like I said, the next pack we're going into does definitely has the overframe cards. You say, and also I hate to say this, but because everybody don't want to see this, but we're already sick and tired of tuna monsters and everything else. But let me see if I can find it. Could be I didn't spell it wrong or anything else. Where is it? Synchron, where you at? They're texting me. I ain't worried about it. Where you at? Where you at? Emergency. There we go. This is also coming up. Also, Synchro Emergency, something that Elf Note, Art Mage, oh not Art Mage, sorry, Elf Note, Kill Tune, any Synchro deck can use this, especially you say junk deck, junk speed and stuff like that. This is definitely the next pack that we're going into. So I was just wondering early, just like an early small prediction of what's probably coming next month. We definitely could sit there and get Rocket Barrage because the Click Wyvern is on ban. So that's just a sign. This helps out. That's definitely helps out with Rocket. Dragon Link, sorry. People call it Dragon Link, but it's actually Rocket. But people call it Dragon Link. This helps out with Dragon Link. I highly doubt we're gonna get this in September, October. You're probably looking at this around December or January because they really gonna hit Elf Note before they bring this out because it'll just make Elf Note more noxious more than anything else. So I don't expect this card anytime soon, but it is the next pack that we're supposed to get. So I definitely don't expect this anytime soon. When Elf Note gets hit, then that's when I probably expect this card to come. But until then, I highly doubt this card could come anytime soon. So I definitely feel like Red Dragon Archfiend probably gonna come next month, honestly. But anyway, that was my final prediction for the pack. We'll get it. We'll find definitely. Hopefully, we'll find out tonight. We should find out. It's been 5 days since the pack been out in the store, so tomorrow will make 3 days. So I mean, it makes sense. You got to look at it from perspective. Put the pack out, let it sit there for 5 days, let people spend their gems on it. Then after 5 days, we'll let you know what's coming next week. That's how they should play it. I'm pretty sure that's how they're gonna do it. But like I said, we'll see at the end of the day. How it goes and everything else. So we'll just find out if I'm right. We'll whatever case may be. Like I said, Tuesday, I'm waking up early in the morning. 20K pack opening to get the Power Patron cards. Like I said, I'm not worried about Dark Lord. I'm definitely worried about Doomsday. We'll see what Elf Note cards come with it. Like I said, Elf Note's definitely gonna be tier 1. If they get this monster, Elf Note's tier 1. I mean, I'm just telling y'all right off the rip. Elf Note's gonna be tier 1 if they get this card. It just is. Like, you had no idea. Like, F Note's gonna be tier 1. It's already a good deck, but it's gonna even be a better deck because of this Synchro monster. Forbidden Crown's gonna get played a lot. I still sit there and say Solomon trap card needs to come in this pack to help keep Forbidden Crown in check. This will definitely help Forbidden Crown. This card can be used against Draco Tail when they play Branded Fusion. Actually, Branded still has a way to reverse it to get it back, whatever, stuff like that. But still, this would definitely hit the Sky Striker. A really hard hit the Sky Striker. Really, just depends on what card you banish and stuff like that. Because Sky Striker really don't have any type of way to get their banished cards back. They really don't. So I definitely feel like Sky Striker will take a hit. This definitely helps out. This definitely helps out. What's the deck? A Labyrinth. I think this definitely gonna boost Labyrinth as well. So Labyrinth may jump up a little bit, not a lot, but still, I have a Labyrinth deck, but this may help Labyrinth out or whatever case may be. But Forbidden Crown, definitely gonna be the second star of the show. F Note's definitely gonna be tier 1. Forbidden Crown gonna be good. Doomsday, my favorite deck. I definitely can't wait to play it. I should put videos up on it and everything else. But yeah, so that's just my prediction more than anything else. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see y'all. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see tomorrow morning what they're gonna do. I'm gonna post it in my YouTube post thing or whatever, see if I'm right or wrong. We'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, said it before, definitely subscribe. Like I said, Tuesday morning, I'm going live. 20K pack opening, ranking matches, Doomsday, before I go to work. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So y'all let me know what y'all predict or whatever, what you think I'm right, wrong, whatever the case may be. It's all good. And I will catch y'all on